We all go through the different stages on how excited we are about getting to the gym and doing our martial art. When most people start off, you just can't get enough time at the gym. You're so excited to be there, but it's bound to happen at some point that you're gonna start experiencing burnout. You have all your gear on, you're ready to walk out the door and just like, my gosh, I just don't want to go today. We're going to talk about fighter burnout, not just for high level guys, but for anybody who wants to make this a part of their lives. This burnout is going to come. What are things that we can do to stay on track and absolutely continue to love martial arts and end up at the gym every time we're supposed to be there? So how to keep training and have fun and not burn out. It's a really fine line, because if you're not burning out, there's a chance you're not training hard enough. You're not pushing hard enough. And this might not happen to everybody out there, but the people who want to get really good, you're really wanting to excel and exceed and push yourself to the max capabilities that you can achieve, you might start experiencing this burnout. It could be mental, could also be physical, but both of those sometimes are going to create a situation where going to train is not fun. So what can we do to avoid this? Number one, first and foremost, I believe you have to give your body what it needs. What do I mean by that? Proper sleep. If you're not getting proper sleep, your body's just going to start rejecting any activity. Proper nutrition. Stop putting garbage in your body. I always equate this to a car, a high quality car. You do not go to the gas station and put in regular fuel. You put in that premium stuff. And if you want to be somebody who's gonna be able to go to the gym and continue to push and push and push, you're asking a lot of your body. So you have to give it good stuff in return, really get that nutrition dialed in. In addition, you can look at supplements. I already have a number of companies that I really believe in that I have recommended on this channel. I'm going to link those down below right now. We have the Magnesium Breakthrough, which is just keeping my body going. We have AG1, which is an awesome athletic greens supplement. There are so many. So just look down below. I'm going to link all of those. But really all I'm just saying is look at what your body is asking for and give it that. If you don't, it's going to burn out on you. And you're not going to be having fun at the gym because your body's just going to start breaking down. And when your body starts breaking down mentally, you're going to break down as well. You're just going, this is no good. Like, I'm putting in the time at the gym, but I'm just not feeling like I'm getting the results I want in return. So take care of yourself. The next thing which you can do is cross train. If you go to the gym every day and you're doing Muay Thai, Muay Thai, Muay Thai, or Jiu-Jitsu, 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 you're going to find that eventually a little bit overwhelming. Just might get a little bit bored, a little bit stagnant in your excitement. So if you can do some cross training, then you're going to start getting that passion back to go to the gym and do the sport you're actually there for. Example, I used to train kickboxing, especially when I was in Thailand, twice a day, or Muay Thai, I suppose, when I was in Thailand, doing it twice a day, and that's 6 days a week. And I just found like, oh, by the end of the week, Saturday, I was having no fun. One of the gyms over there, Eminent Air, they would do Monday, 2 kickboxing or Muay Thai training sessions a day. Tuesday, we would start off with weights and a run, and that was it. And then we would do our Muay Thai in the evening. Wednesday was the same as Monday, Friday the same as Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday and Saturday, you only train once per day. For myself now, what I do is I do 1 striking training session per day and 1 cross training where I'll do something like the assault bike, I'll go for a run, I'll lift weights, I'll do something in between to make sure that the 2 times a day is not burning me out entirely. In addition, you could also just pick up another sport that you enjoy, but mixing it up is going to keep that time when you're at the gym. If you're going 3 or 4 times per week to work on your striking skills, it's going to keep it fresh and you're going to stay excited instead of burning out. The next thing which you should be doing to avoid burnout is remember, this should be fun. And if it's not fun anymore, you need to look and figure out why. Why is this not fun? Sometimes it could be as simple as the classes that you're doing at whatever gym you're signed up at. You're not enjoying them anymore. Maybe it's time to switch gyms. It could also be something along the lines of, oh, I don't have a goal. I need to set a goal. What am I doing? Why am I just going here every day over and over and over without really seeing any progression? Sometimes we need something at the end of the tunnel to be like, yeah, I did that. I accomplished that. And in Muay Thai, there's not a belt system like there is in karate, so you might not have that sense of accomplishment. So setting your own goals can really help. The next thing that I want to talk about is taking breaks. I've talked to some people before who will train something like 21 days in a row, and then they'll have to take a week off because they're so burnt out. You don't have to do it the exact way that I do it, but I go Monday to Friday, hard on the training. Saturday morning I train hard, and then I take the weekend off. Yours could be entirely different. You could be like, okay, I'm training Monday and Wednesday and Friday, and then I take all the other time off. Just make sure you give yourself breaks and rest, and occasionally give yourself a longer stint. So post-fight for myself, I will give myself a break. Usually 2 to 4 weeks where I don't really do any striking so my body can rest and so I can be excited about the next time I can get back to training camp, or just making sure I'm not completely burnt out on just throwing punches and kicks repeatedly day after day after day. Sometimes you have to take a break to reignite that passion. The next thing which could be hindering you and causing a burnout is being very self-aware of your reaction to watching fights or being involved in the martial arts world outside the gym. So if you're at the gym, let's say for an hour and a half, 4 days a week, but then you run home and you watch fights, you watch fights, you watch fights. You go back to the gym, you train, you hang out with your buddies, you talk about fights. That can start to lead you to be like, oh, I'm so tired of this martial arts world. Something that I realized years ago is it's really good for me to have friends who are not involved in martial arts. So I don't have to always talk about it and think about it and be involved in that life. I like to have that separation. So just be careful about overdoing it on watching stuff when you're outside the gym or talking about it when you're outside the gym. There was a point in my life where that's all I wanted to do. But once I started getting a little bit older and it's been decades that I've been involved in this, I like to limit my exposure to it to a certain extent. And the last thing I want to talk with you guys about today is limiting training hours. We talked about taking breaks, but we didn't talk about how much should you be training. I know some people who go to the gym or some classes where each class is 2 hours, and then people will spend time after stretching or hitting the bag, doing whatever, and they end up being there for 2.5 hours. If you do that, it's taking up a massive portion of your day, plus you might not be super excited to get back to the gym the next day because you just spent so long there the previous day. I would suggest 1 to 1.5 hours at the gym pushing really hard is an ideal amount of time. That's pretty much what I do now. I very rarely will go past the 1.5 hour mark because I find, number one, my body starts to break down a little bit and I get that mental burnout where I'm just going, oh, I have to go to the gym and it's gonna be like 2-hour session. I just don't want to do that anymore. And I feel like throughout the years, even in winning all these belts, I can get pretty much everything done that I need to in the 1.5 hours, and I'm never really feeling like, ugh, I didn't quite put in that extra half hour, so I'm not fight ready. A lot of times, the extra stuff, which you can eliminate, is just kind of fluff. It doesn't really help me that much. I really dial in and spend time doing the things that are important. So just be aware of training time, training hours per day, because that can lead in excess to burnout. So let's call it there, guys. That was a requested episode. Somebody said, oh, can you make something on burnout? And just make sure that we're still enjoying our time at the gym and having fun. Again, if you're not having fun, why are you doing it? If you enjoyed the episode, please give it a like. Get subscribed if you have not already. Train hard, guys. I'll see you back here soon for another video.